Greetings. My name is Anita Bhatia and I'm the Deputy Executive Director of UN Women and Assistant Secretary General at the United Nations. It is my great pleasure to talk to you today about the renewed and continuing importance of Sustainable Development Goal 5. 25 years after the Beijing conference, we find ourselves at a very important inflection point. We ask ourselves, has there been enough progress on gender equality and women's empowerment for us to declare victory? And the answer is a resounding no. And that's because, yes, there have been some improvements, but they have not been substantial enough. Access to girls' education has improved. There have been improvements in maternal mortality. We do see more women in decision-making roles, but simply not enough. And that was before the pandemic. Once the pandemic hit, we saw very quickly that it had disproportionately negative impacts on women. Women's income has been affected, women's health has been affected, and women's security has been affected. And when we look at how many women are involved in decision-making and have a seat at the table, it is simply not enough. If you look at the numbers of what has changed, for example, with respect to parliamentary representation in the last 25 years, we have to acknowledge that there has not been enough progress because less than 25% of the world's parliamentarians are women. When we turn on the television to see who's talking about the pandemic and who's making decisions on it, it is not women. And yet we have seen countries where women's leadership has led to extremely good outcomes with respect to both the pandemic as well as other issues that matter during this crisis. We have a historic opportunity to create a sense of urgency and to accelerate the implementation of Sustainable Development Goal number 5. That is why we are very pleased to collaborate with the Julie Ann Wrigley Global Futures Lab at ASU on SDG5. This is a partnership and a collaboration that we value very much, and we look forward to working together to making the world a better place for women and girls so that they can have a better future forever. Thank you.